What's good, guys? It's your boy Bubble Gaming coming at you again with another deck profile. This is actually a re-upload of a video of my PK Fire deck profile for post November ban list. I'm redoing it because I rushed that video. I'm not gonna lie. It was very poor quality, very bad work, but we're gonna get right into it. Got a new camera angle as well, so we're playing for the Fanamite engine. We're playing 3 boots, 2 cloaks, and 2 gloves. So all of these guys have graveyard effects that basically say you banish it to do X. But what Boots effect does in the hand is that you can, if you control another Fanamite monster, you get special summon from your hand. If you have 2 boots in your hand, you normal summon one, special summon the other. But you can banish them from your graveyard to add 1 Fanamite spell trap from your deck to your hand. So that's basically your sword and your fog blade. So such ability. Ancient Cloak, what he does on the field is that target 1 dark monster you control, change his card to defense position, and if you do, that monster gains 800 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's turn. That's really good for beating over stuff that this deck cannot normally get over. You can banish them from your graveyard to add 1 the Phantom Knight card from your deck to your hand, so that is your gloves and your boots, except for Cloak. He can't search himself. You use that effect once per turn. Rugged Gloves is a foolish burial effect in the graveyard, which you banish him and you send 1 Phantom Knight card from your deck to the graveyard. This can be your monsters or your traps. Yeah. Another effect is that a Dark XYZ monster that was summoned using this card gained 1000 attack. That's actually really useful. It makes your Fog Blade a 3000 if you summon him with that. Or a Dark Baron of 35. Oh, that's fucking terrifying. Like base. Alright, so for the Burning Abyss, pretty simple. 3 Skarm, 3 Farfa, 2 Libic, 1 Baba, 1 Graph. Hold on, let's just move this stuff. So you get 1 Graph, 1 Seer, 1 Alec, 1 Calcab, and 1 Rubik. Baba, Graph, Seer, Rubik, Calcab, Alec, Libic are names. Graph and Seer are the only really 2 important ones, but Libic's also important, that's why you play 2 of them. But anyways, Skarm at 3, we play him because when he's sent to your graveyard during the end phase that it was sent, you add 1 level 3 Fiend monster from your Dark Fiend from your deck to your hand. So it searches your tour guide. That's all you need, right? But that's really what it does. Farfa, he just gets over stuff that you can't get over. So when you send to your graveyard, you target 1 card on the field, target 1 monster on the field, banish it till the end phase. Yeah, really useful. 2 Libic. What Libic does is that when if this guy's sent to your graveyard, you can just special summon 1 level 3 Dark Fiend type monster from your hand, effects negated. So it basically means you can have your Farfa, your Skarm, your Alec, Calcab, Rubik, Baba, Graph, and Seer on the field with a Phantom Knight, and they won't blow themselves up like Burning Abyss would normally do. 1 Baba, you can. I'm thinking about picking up the 2, just so you have more names. But when you send to your graveyard, you can target up to 3 Burning Abyss cards in your graveyard, banish them, and inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each one of them. So Baba burned the game, of course. That's why we play him. So I'm just trying to get the shit set up again. Man, this camera is all stupid. Need to zoom out a bit, but who knows. So what Graph does is that when you send to your graveyard, you special summon a Burning Abyss monster from your deck. Except for Graph, but he's at 1 for a reason. Graph is too good. With him, you're normally going to want to summon your Seer, and then detach him with Dante to special summon back your graph, which just starts the loop. So yeah, they're staples. As long as they're at 1, this deck can still function. Well, still be consistent. Alec, he's another name, but you know, if you do want to know his effect, what it does is that when you center your graveyard, you target 1 face-up monster on the field and negate specs at the end of the turn. Calcab, when you center your graveyard, target 1 set spell or trap card on the field, return it to the hand. Rubik does nothing. He's a name. He's a tuner. We play Virgil. Virgil rocks. Yeah, so 3 Scum, 3 Farfla, 2 Livik, 1 Barbar, 1 Graph, 1 Seer, 1 Alec, 1 Calcab, and 1 Rubik. Pretty standard Burning Abyss lineup. Not many people play 2 Livik though. That's a little fun thing I like to do. For the other monsters we play, it's pretty normal. 2 Rhino Warrior, 2 Crane Crane, 1 Tour Guide, 1 C, 1 Max C. You're probably never going to draw Max C, but when you do, it's really nice unless you're playing against fucking Dracos somehow still. So what Rhino Warrior does is that Fiend-type monsters you control except for Rhino Warrior cannot be destroyed by battle card effects, so this basically means you can have your Phantom Knight and your Burning Abyss on the field at the same time and not have them blow up as long as you have Rhino Warrior on the field. And when you send it to the graveyard, you get to do Foolish another Fiend-type monster to the grave. Crane Crane, what you can bump them down to 2. You can even fucking play 3. But why would you do that? It's fucking stupid. But when it's normal summon, you can target 1 level 3 monster in your graveyard, special summon it. It's effect negated, so it's good. Special summon back your graph, your Seer or something. Effect negated. Tour Guide, of course, 1 card Dante. Normal summon it. Special another level 3 Fiend-type monster from your hand or deck. Effects are negated. Cannot be used synchro material. Yeah, really good. You okay with this card? You're gonna want to either special summon your Graph or your Seer, but it's mostly gonna be your Graph. But if you have Seer in your hand, always Graph. But, yeah, always special summon Graph them, and of course Maxi. During your player's turn, stand in the graveyard, draw a card for every card they special summon that turn. Maxi challenge. I always take that. I've played it, activated it during a fucking Herald's player's turn, and they just were like, oh yeah, I should probably stop now, because they just had sticks and chairs and shit. But for our spell cards, for our draw spells, of course we play Triple Allure, 2 Pot of Acquisitiveness, 1 Desires. Not many people play Pot of Acquisitiveness because, you know, it's a bit specific, because you target 3 banished monsters in your banish zone, shuffle all 3 into the deck and draw 1 card. So it's a 1-for-1. Pot of Desires, of course, neg 9. One day people are going to stop saying that. But yeah, +1. Banish 10 cards face down, draw 2 cards, activate once per turn. We only play 1 because, of course, you play 1 Graph, 1 Seer, 1 fucking Tour Guide. You don't want to banish them, You don't want to risk it, that's why we're going to play 1. So basically, you activate this when you know you have those cards available to you. So Allure of Darkness, of course, searches out your stuff, draw 2 cards, then banish 1 card. If you don't have any, then banish 1 dark monster. If you don't have any dark monsters, send your entire hand to the graveyard. Just hope that doesn't happen to you, unless you're like on the most unlucky motherfucker on earth. Shouldn't happen that much, because all the monsters we play are dark, except for Crane Crane and Rhino Warrior. For other one-off spells, we play 1 Burial, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Charge, one actual Foolish Burial, and 1 Rhoda for our Phantom Knights. Target 3 banished monsters, return to the graveyard. Yeah, so it just recycles your Phantom Knights or the stuff that you send with Barbar. It really helps again. It just recycles. If it was sent to the deck, that'd be even fucking better. But we can only wish. Dark Hole, destroy everything on the field. Start anew. Don't have Raigeki, you can take him out and put in a Raigeki if you want. Soul Charge, of course, target any number of monsters in your graveyard, special summon all of them, but then lose 1000 life points for every single one of them, especially with Spect. You cannot conduct your battle phase turn you activate Soul Charge. Fool's Burial, send one monster from your deck to your graveyard, send your Graph, always send your Graph or your Seer depending on the situation, and Rhoda searches out all your Phantom Knights in the deck. So yeah. Now for the trap cards, we play 3 Phantom Knights Fogblade, 3 Phantom Knights Sword, 3 Quaking Mirror Force, 2 Dimensional Grounds, 1 Reborn, and 1 Warning. Floodgate. Okay, so this is basically your searchable Fiendish Chain. Target 1 effect monster on the field, negates effects. That monster cannot attack, also it cannot be targeted for attacks. When that card leaves the field, this card leaves the field, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Just special summon 1 Phantom Knight monster from your graveyard, and when it leaves the field next, banish it. So yes, it's revival, it's negation. Free sword, you can not play this. I like playing it because it increases a monster in the field by 800 attack. Normally it'll be yours, and if it would be destroyed by battle card effect, you can destroy this card instead. And same thing as Fogblade, banish it from your graveyard, special summon 1 Phantom Knight monster from your graveyard, and then banish it when it leaves the next. But still, really good revival. Quaking Mirror Force. This is for if you get a dead hand, you just set this and pass. Unless of course you're playing against fucking Ancient Gears, where nothing seems to work against them. But yeah, when opponent's monster declares an attack, change all attack position monsters they control to face down defense position, and they cannot change their position after that. 2 Dimensional Grounds. This shuts down so many decks. It's a massive fuck you. But this turn, any monster sent to your graveyard is banished instead. It's so fucking cheesy. But yeah, I won 2 games just because of that card. I just stopped the entire first turn against Cyburst and World Chalice. Playing against same decks. 1 Exlizia Reborn. Target 1 Exlizia monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do attach it to card's Xyz material, you can play this at 2 or 3. I wouldn't recommend at 3 because it would just clog up too much, but you can play it at 2 because that's just the nice right amount. But I don't have another 1 around, so I only played 1. And of course, 1 warning: pay 2000, negate a summon or a spell or trap card effect that's activated. That includes an effect that special summons monsters, and then you negate it, and then destroy all. Man, flip that on fucking Pendulum Magicians. Pay 2000, end their turn. That's basically what it should say. Now for the extra deck. For the Link monsters, sorry about this, they're in another deck at the moment. Just over there. We play 2 Deco Talker, 1 Proxy Dragon. I like to call this the Cyburst package. Deco Talker. If a monster, when your opponent activates a card effect that targets a card you control, quick effect, tribute 1 monster, discard points to negate the activation if you do destroy it. Proxy Dragon, if a card you control would be destroyed by battle card effect, you can destroy 1 of your monsters, discard points to instead. Saves your stuff, that's all it does. Now for the Xyz, we play 2 Dante, 2 Livia, Thermite, Breaksword, and Dark Baron Xyz Dragon, 1 Nightmare Shark. Man, I've got to get used to this type of stuff. 1 Maccabees, 1 Grand Pulse, and 1 Beatrice, along with Giga Brilliant and Digital Bug Corbage. I'm having the Proxy Corbage. I actually have no fucking clue what he does, but I like what Giga Brilliant does, which is once per turn, detach 1 Exlizia material from the card. All face-up monsters you currently control gain 300 attack, so OTK potential right there. Corbage does something important, I guess, because they're good. It's like a package, I kind of guess. But anyways, Dante, what he does is that once per turn, detach 1 Exlizia material from this card, and choose a number from 1 to 3, then send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Until the end of this turn, this card gains 500 for every card milled that way. If this card attacks this turn, it's changed the defensive position during the end of the battle phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Burning Abyss monster you control one Burning Abyss monster in your graveyard and recycle it. We only play 2 because the extra deck space is tight. We get that Burning Abyss Link monster, and you just recycle your 2 Dantes. That's all you do. It's a little Dante kind of lock. Okay, now for Levier. So what Levier does is that detach 1 Exiled Mentor from this card once per turn. Then target 1 level 4 or lower banished monster, special summon that target to your side of the field. You can bring back your opponent's stuff with this if your opponent has like a really good level 4 banished card. But yeah, good, brings back your banished Phantom Knights and stuff. Break Sword. Just detach 1 extra material from this card. Target 1 card you control and 1 card your opponent controls. Destroy both of them. If this Exile Summon monster was destroyed and sent to your graveyard this turn, you can target 2 Phantom Knight monsters with the same level in your graveyard, special summon them, and increase their levels by 1. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for dark ones. He gets his effect by destroying himself, which is what lots of people do. Target 1 card your opponent controls and discard, destroy both of them, then bring out your Dark Rebellion. So what Dark Rebellion does is that you can detach 2 Exiled materials from this card, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. This card gains half of its current attack, and if it does, that card loses half its attack. So yeah. Nightmare Shark for winning games you shouldn't. Detach 1 Exiled material from this card, target 1 water monster you control. It can attack your opponent directly. Also, other monsters you control cannot attack this turn. Good thing he's generic. If he was 2 level 3 waters, no one would fucking play him. Well, not in this deck at least. Ground Pulse. Detach 1 extra Z material from this card. Target 1 spell trap card on the field. Destroy it. It can be a quick effect if you play Blue Layer, but we don't have emergency teleport at 3 anymore, so you don't get that effect. And this card cannot attack unless it has extra Z material. Beatrice. You can summon it by discarding a Burning Abyss and using 1 Dante as Exiled materials. Exiled materials attached to Dante become her Exiled materials as well. When detach 1 Exiled material from this card, send 1 card from your deck to the graveyard. This card is in your possession, destroy by battle. Special 1 Burning Abyss monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. It's either your Pilgrim or your Virgil. That works on if this card gets solemned, still gets effects. So it says in your possession instead of if you control. Now for the Fusion and Synchro, Dante, Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss, and Virgil, Rockstar of the Burning Abyss. Virgil effect, discard 1 Burning Abyss card, then target 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. So it's kind of like Castell. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. Dante, you can send 1 Burning Abyss from your hand to the graveyard, then draw 1 card. This card is destroyed by battle or card effect. Or if this card you control is sent to your graveyard by your opponent's card effects, you can you can send 1 random card from their hand to the graveyard. So that's going to be it, guys, for this deck profile. Hope you guys liked it. As I said before, this is a redo from my core work that I did on my first recording of this, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye.